welcome back. Today we're playing BeamNG Drive. Me talking this time because I forgot. I just started filming and I realized I hadn't turned on the audio. But, yeah, but okay. We're gonna start off with this car, guys. So it's like a race car. We haven't played this game in a while. Now we're gonna find out by how. Not even sure if this bad boy still runs, but there's one way we can find out though. Is by getting this thing out of the water. So we can give it its final chance at running. This thing is now out of the water. So okay, no, this thing does not run. But I think we need something a little bit shoot and clicking the wrong button. Wrong buttons. We are gonna pick a different vehicle. Now we got a lot of options, but I think we're gonna go for something like this. And we're gonna go for a track movement. Now this one shouldn't be as fast as this thing, but you know. We're gonna stop. We already got a minor setback. A bumper. It came off because it's a cheap bumper. So. It's like that back door is trying to come undone. Not really trash, but yeah, that's gone now. Now there's not much standing in our way. So to this front bumper. Back to this piece right here. Yeah. Should be good. You know, I think we need something a little bit slower, or something that has more maneuverability. You know what, let's go for a van. Why not just the new van? The best van in the game. There is a Scooby-Doo-like van. Wait, is there? This van. That is right here. There's a Scooby-Doo essence. I'm not gonna pick it. We want the best van. Now this van probably can get this. And I've also already doing this one. I also find out how fast this van truly is. We're just testing out vehicles. Trying to figure out what the best vehicle is. And I just damaged it so badly. It's hit the it's hit the drive shaft before. I don't believe that for a second, but we gotta do a couple minor little modifications to make this thing still drivable in today's market. Just gotta pull off all the broken bits, get them out of the way, and then keep on chilling out. Okay, apparently this bumper is still being held on. Let's get him in the way. I'm gonna get off as much of the broken stuff as possible, so we don't have to deal with it anymore. And there's another fender over here that's broken. And now we basically gotten rid of all the front end. I mean, hey, but this thing's still running in drives right now. Can't say it. Condition's not the only. Condition doesn't always matter. Just trying to pull out. I'm just trying to get this thing where it will be flatter down for the ride. Even our drive shaft is supposedly still running. Okay, there goes our tire off the Narnia. I'm gonna get this one all the credit on the road. Still running and driving after that. I'm trying to think after that's still better. This thing's kind of less. That's much better. Can you get that one? Okay. This thing is down for the count. So, the verdict is, we're gonna do a spot on this map. Now, this map is pretty expansive. And there's a long jump crift. So we're gonna quick travel to it. Now we're gonna pick a better vehicle for us to attempt this long jump clip lift. I want to pick something that I think will have a chance of surviving. In a visual pigeon. Perfect vehicle. We want this one. Because apparently it's an off-road vehicle. This thing looks very tiny. Looks like it's gonna do very badly. But you know, it's kind of hard to say what will happen, especially when this thing's got Nas, baby boy. Yeehaw! See, this thing's still running right here. Ooh. This thing still runs, then I'd be. Bro, yo, man, this thing is still running and driving perfectly fine. Well, I wouldn't say perfectly fine, but it is still running and driving. I mean, that bed looks a little sketch, but I mean, hey, yeah, bro. Yeah, this thing's gonna take a beating. But we all know we need a better candidate for this. We need something, that's destined to take a beating, that we all know will survive. Soccer mom van. But the soccer mom van, that's actually cool. So now we got the soccer mom van. Now let's listen. You know, this thing probably will drive at the speed. It's extremely hard to say until we get it flipped over. Ooh, this thing looks bad. Hey, it started out. Definitely. Drive axle is broken, so. But hey, we'll give it credit where it's due. Now, Soccer Mom Band didn't survive, but I'm thinking. I'm thinking we're gonna go with the old high school kids special. You know, it's the kind of ugly car, but you know it does the job. But then the kid fully upgrades it and forces it. No. Yeah, we did full send it though. But yet it doesn't run. I'm gonna give this thing one more shot. This thing just went straight like that. It didn't do anything else. It's hard to say. Hard to say if this thing still runs. This car's gonna get a couple extra shots because this car is okay, there we go. Okay, the car is doing normal side. Okay, I think it still runs and drives because the engine was still on, but now we're gonna flip it back over. Maybe we'll flip it back over. If I can even get it flipped back over. I'm trying to get it flipped back over. But our tire is long gone now. Okay, we're flipped back over. I don't even see our tire anymore. This engine. So this car could survive under the right circumstances. We figured that out. I guess we're just testing how well some of these vehicles will last. Now, a semi-truck is never gonna go off-road, but I think in this case, we're gonna try out two semi-trucks. We're gonna try out the base. Alright, this guy started out his job as a trucker. So they don't give him so they just give him like whatever truck they have lying around, which happens to be an old truck. That's very slow. That's for some reason wanted to test it out. So he's taking this thing off now. It's hard to say what's gonna happen. It's definitely hard to say what's gonna happen. We're gonna shut off the engine. Just start up after. Okay, now, in theory this thing should still run. In theory this thing should still start right up. And it did. It just took a little while. Now this thing is like mangled to death. I mean, okay, yeah, but the engine just shut off. You can see the inside of this vehicle is destroyed. Now the control panels don't look too bad. Now I don't think any of the key features on this thing even working. Okay, but this thing is rough. Okay. Let's say there's a high ranked dude. Which restaurant, right? Okay, so this dude obviously destroyed the truck they just gave him. Well, okay, but let's say the dude's worked here forever. He has like the best truck possible, because he's like the best in the league. He works really hard, and so it's the bottom of the line. It's a test durability. He decides comes off a cliff, shuts off the sure. You know that he can still use it afterwards. You know. Is he in for a surprise? Now, if we're speaking in terms, his boss probably is gonna kill him. I'm trying to figure out what exactly you just did. Okay, it still runs and drives. It's probably no gas. Now the gas tank is still there. Now, technically this cab, apparently this thing got NOS, so we'll give it another try. Okay, but apparently his gauges are still working, you know. I mean, so this thing will survive, but it's got NOS, so, you know. We're gonna give this thing an extra second first. Turn it down there now. Should give the engine more performance. Let's make sure that it's big boy. Now we're gonna shut it off. In the right circumstances, this thing could potentially as soon as it touches the ground. Odds of that are like slim to none. I mean, hey, it started up, still smoke coming out of the stacks. No, I mean, this thing would still be drivable if the motor shop hadn't broken. Which sadly it did. The cab on the other hand, it's not too bad. That door, I mean, there's still some salvageable stuff out of this cab. I mean, I can technically do whatever I want here. I can technically mess up all these buttons and levers. Push a bunch of buttons. Okay, we got our answer. These things could technically survive. It's just kind of hard to say. Only by circumstance, this thing could be a good choice. But we're gonna try out a couple more. You know, let's try out the bus. We're gonna try out this bus right here. Okay, okay. Let's say you were being stupid. You decided to take the bus off-roading. Okay, you turned on your light. Shut it off. Now, does this thing still start? No, it does not. We got like nothing left. I don't even know. Okay, well there still is some rockets. There's a rocket left on this thing. This technically is still technically. Now, okay, what's inside this bus? No, that's what I wonder. No, the inside of the bus isn't even seeable. That's how bad it is. Okay. Apparently part of this bus still works. The reverse. Yeah, apparently the battery didn't get cooked. But apparently we still got reverse. Just nothing else. Okay, this thing is not starting. Well, we'll give it one more chance. I'm gonna shut off the rockets. Okay. I think since we shut off the rockets, we should have a better chance. Okay. Hey bros, it started up. Our rev axle is cooked. We still got both rockets somewhat attached, so. No, is this a good idea? Oh, it's not a good idea. No, you Does this thing still start though? Yeah, now let's give it a break. We'll see if it settles down a little bit. Oh, I forgot that the buses are rear-engine. Yeah, this thing is screwed. But under the right circumstances, this thing still would give us a good shot at life. I mean, now would I use it? No. Now we're gonna try an old car. Old cars, you know, they were supposed to be like, they're supposed to like be like the safest cars for kids. Now, this car is really old, so we're gonna and we already got it stuck. We're gonna shut it off. Just okay. As far as I know, this thing is not starting. It just says engine is broken. Now after popping out this sweet body. Okay, now the inside of this body is mangled to death. You can see where I am right now. You can see that we're rolling. I mean, we still got a front windshield at least. And see, now this is what we're left with. Sad boy. Oh no. Instead of using the most high-powered version of this little car, we're gonna switch it to the more laid back. We're gonna go with the regular version of this car. I guess like this would be like your everyday model, that you know that you buy for the wife. You take it to work, you should take it over. It's a nice car. And then we're gonna shut it off. Which, assuming the wife doesn't know how to drive that well, or she just learned how to drive. I mean, and hey, under the right circumstances, this thing technically fully survived. It still runs and drives. It's still steerable in some aspects. This car didn't do too bad now. Assuming they wanted to pay to fix it. It's not all too bad. You can put a new radiator in this thing, fix the front end. This thing could still be very usable in some aspects. But now, how long would you trust it for, considering how criminals would be? Now, the vehicle you've all been waiting for, the one you know would work the best, the truck, but not just any truck. The truck of all trucks. This truck should theoretically survive this no problem. Is it going to? We'll find out. Okay, hit the jump, and we turn off the engine. And this truck is made for this kind of stuff, so this truck should have had no problems surviving that jump. Hypothetically, if I can get this thing unstuck, we could technically take it for a spin. See how good it is. Okay, it's unstuck now. Now we don't have. Okay, now we're missing. That's the extreme circumstances, that you have an off-roading truck that will survive the beating. In most people's cases, we're not gonna have the liberties I have in that truck. In most people's cases, they might have maybe something like this. They're probably gonna have something back here in this range, maybe gas, maybe diesel. So we'll give 2 more vehicles a chance. We're gonna try out the Junkyard truck. This is the case of that. This guy just went to a junkyard, found something that ran and drove because he needed something to get to work with. So they bought it. Now, overall, it's not really looking too bad. But I don't think it's gonna have that big fancy truck. Okay, now. This thing's ultimately not looking too bad. I'm gonna do a couple slight modifications, just because I'm trying to get this thing back on the road. And hypothetically, still driving. So, yes, technically that chunky bar from the junkyard could technically survive severe beat. But now the other end of the circumstance is that you just got that brand new diesel pickup. Brand new diesel. You know, you're not really trying to wreck it. But at the same time, you bought this thing. In this case, we're gonna go with. Yeah, see now, this is. Basically, you just bought a brand new diesel pickup. You know, this one looks like it's straight out of the 90s. You know, you just bought your brand new diesel pickup, and oops. Oopsie daisy. Oopsie daisy. Now the odds you surviving this. The odds you surviving this are not very high. Okay. But you know, let's say you survive or somebody found this truck at the junkyard. They want to see if it can enjoy it. You make sure that's all the condition of it. I mean, yes, you can still drive it. But we're gonna give this thing one more chance at driving even better. We're gonna pull off the bed. Because whoever's buying this truck isn't gonna keep that nasty old beat up piece of bed. They're probably gonna go find a nice new bed at the yard. They're probably gonna go find a bed. Also gonna fix something back up. We're gonna really try and find the ladies. We're gonna open the engine and have a rough experience. It's crash. And then it's gonna get crashed. I mean, yes. The system does still running well. Not very low, I should say. But like, if I were driving this thing, it's just the highest. There's one more, I mean, the hood on this one is outrageous. Wow. So, actually, I want to see how long this thing goes before the engine shuts off. All that good stuff. We are doing slight modifications to this thing to make it slightly more drivable. Okay. Pulling off as much of the junk as I can just so we can get this engine to do what it's supposed to do. Try to use as much as possible. Yeah, that's a bad thing. This engine here is about to shut. This vehicle here is about to shut. Okay, we did make it back to the main road. So we're doing something alright. This thing technically still go for potentially really ultimately things aren't happy. You know, which in all scenarios is bad. And these tires aren't gonna hold out much longer, especially with the way we're driving this thing. But the oil is overheating now. Because the oil that's left is getting extremely hot. It's not a good thing. But the engine is now started up. It's not a good thing. This vehicle was literally about to die. If it hasn't already died, it's gonna die. I don't know why I won't move now. I guess we'll yank on the roof to get it unstuck. Yeah, we're gonna say this thing's toast. Now we're gonna give one more scenario. Now this is gonna be maybe a more realistic scenario. We're gonna pick a more modern vehicle, like this car. And now in this case, we're gonna pick the one that looks like. Okay, now we're gonna pick this one. This is an all-wheel drive car. Now this is probably like top of the line model. But this car, besides the other ones, because those ones don't really count, because you know the average consumer is not gonna do that to their car. So you know, so you just bought this brand new car. Well, yep, you're dead now. The engine doesn't run. Now, I'm not saying you're dead. But but the odds of you surviving this are not very good anymore. Now, if you had anyone in the back seat right there, they probably went flying forward. I mean, this thing's not looking too good. We're gonna give it one more shot. Hey, the lights still work that are left. There's one light inside the trunk. It obviously doesn't work. But hey, you could still make your money back off this car. Part of it's actually survived. Whoever's buying this thing though is, yeah, apparently the hood has to be popped. Okay, I do want to take a look at this engine really fast, and then we'll give this thing one more shot. Cause that scenario was a little overkill. Now we just gotta go on the right spot of the car and make the hood pop. Yeah, that engine's not even really in there really that well anymore. We're gonna give this thing one more shot. Let's see how well it does this time. We're gonna try a different angle. Put off the engine. Now, let's try better this way. Oh, well, actually, I was gonna say the front engine didn't get as much damage this time. It's more the back. Now, this thing obviously won't start now. Engine is started with the oil. Now, I think if we get oil back inside this thing, it might have a chance. That's why I'm trying to get this thing like as forward as possible. Okay, hey, I'll take it. Technically, it's moving under its own power. Technically, the engine's producing enough power for it to move a little bit. I'm gonna give this thing one more shot, because this car's gonna be just doing so bad. It's when the first vehicle survived perfectly fine, and it ran into it. Okay, now in this scenario, you probably didn't survive. And if you did survive, okay. And technically this thing is still moving under its own power. Now, is it ideal? No, it's going like 2 miles an hour and this engine's about to blow up or something. Hey, our turn signal still works. Our bumper is mangled. Okay. Now, that's technically you were sitting in here. I think the driver might have survived. That one person back there might maybe survived if there was somebody sitting there. Okay. But now, okay, so for none of these scenarios have been the most ideal. We're gonna do one more. That will be the end of this weird type of video. Now, how come this thing survived so well? That was the question. Now, okay, now this one's the worst. We're just gonna do a base Model 3 wheel. Now, if this thing survives, then that means this is like the best vehicle. That means this would be the best vehicle possible. Okay, now this thing is extremely slow. Okay, oops, we just fell off. We smushed everything. It still runs and it still drives. So so more power to you, buddy. This thing is technically the most. This thing is technically the best vehicle in the game. But now, okay, now for me doing that, we just made it worse. Hey, this thing is technically still runs and drives. Now, okay, now how do you survive in this wreck? I'm not looking too great because it's looking like everything is destroyed. Okay, well, something on the. This thing is like the most base model thing you're gonna find in this game. Okay, I do need to hop back inside the vehicle, and I do need to find the little lever. Try and pop the hood. Pop the hood lever got mangled to death. Shoot. Now we just gotta pull in the right spot. Pull up this hood. Okay, now does this thing run good? No. But does it still run? Yes, it does. Now, obviously, obviously this thing wouldn't survive every time, would it? Because otherwise, this is like the best vehicle in the game. You know, especially for this small. And take massive beatings, and it's still running. This thing is still running, but it's doing a massive burnout. So, guys, you heard it here, guys. This thing is issue. This thing, Ibishu Pigeon, is like the most supreme vehicle in the game. So you should all be driving one of these in real life. That's gonna be it, folks. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Thank you all for watching, and don't forget to check out my sponsor, Own3D. Sorry about the last video. I meant for it to come out at the normal time, but I completely clicked the wrong button and it didn't. So see ya. Bye.